Peace and love, everybody, and welcome back to Yoga with Sana. Before we get this video started, don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, don't forget to share with your family and friends. They might need this too. But for today, we have a super quick flow here. Nothing too wild. We're not going to be doing too many chaturangas or anything like that. It's going to be a very gentle flow. So from here, we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. Let's come into our hero's posture here. I'm going to recommend to begin to tuck the toes under. So you're getting a little bit of a toe stretch there. And let's go ahead and set the hips onto the heels here. Let's start off by closing the eyes down. And just taking this time and space to really do nothing else but just to notice how you're actually feeling today. Maybe noticing what's coming up for you in this space. And before anything else, just give thanks to your body for actually showing up. Sometimes each and every day is not always so easy to show up onto your mat, but you're here and you've made it. So give thanks to the self here. And let's go ahead and take time to also connect to our breath. Let's connect to about 3 cycles together. So let's go ahead and take a really deep belly breath in and take a breath out the mouth. 2 more here. A deep belly breath in and clear it out the body. 1 more cycle here. And a breath out the mouth. And then let's take the next about 4 more cycles of breath here to start to draw a bit more of a nice natural rhythm of the own breath back into our body here. And I know the toes right now are probably saying a lot to us, but allow yourself to breathe into the space with care. We are not here forever. Just 2 more cycles of breath. And then I'm going to recommend you start to flutter the eyes open here. Let's shift forward to hands and knees here first. And let's give ourselves a little bit of a tap here with the feet. So just letting that go, letting that stretch go from the toes there. It probably is very intense for the body, but just letting it go with grace and care. And then once you make your way into your tabletop posture here, let's go ahead and incorporate a few rounds of our cat and cow here. So let's go ahead and tuck the toes under, press the earth away, lift the heart up, cow spine. Exhale, untuck the toe, draw the belly in into your cat. Let's take 2 more here. Inhaling to lift up, take that belly breath in. Exhale to round and curl as you breathe out. 1 more. Inhaling to lift up, take that full belly breath in. Exhale to round and curl as you breathe out. So noticing as you draw yourself back to center here, let's keep this left palm rooted. Let's float this right arm high into a first open twist here. On the exhale, we'll go ahead and thread the needle. So as you weave the right arm to the left, release the right shoulder. Maybe you lengthen your left arm forward, or you can also take a little half bind here. So just noticing this is option 1, and maybe you stay here. If you want to get a bit more of a right shoulder stretch, let's go ahead and tuck this left toe under, and then can you lengthen your left leg back? So it might be a little shaky at first, so honor what's happening. And if this is too much for your body, keep the left knee grounded. Let's go ahead and hold here for about 3 more cycles of breath. So breathing here for 3. Holding here for 2. And then for 1. Can you release your left knee down? If you've lengthened out that left leg, replant your left palm back down here, unravel. And we're going to go ahead and reach this right arm up to the sky here. On the exhale, release the right palm to meet the left. I'm going to recommend a little round of a cat and cow just so you can reset the spine there. And then once you draw the body back to center slowly, keep this right palm rooted. We're lifting this left arm high, open twist. On the exhale, we're threading the needle. So as you weave this left arm through the right, release your left shoulder. Maybe you lengthen this right arm forward, or take that half bind if you took it on the other side. So maybe right arm around the back. And then if you want to get a little more of this left shoulder stretch, tuck this right toe under, and can you lengthen this right leg back? But again, just noticing if this is too much and too intense for your upper left shoulder here, then you can always keep the right knee planted. So listen to your body. We're going to hold here for that count of 3. Breathing here for a count of 2. And then for 1. Release this right knee down gently, unravel, so replant your right palm back down. And can you start to draw this left arm up? Reset the self, reset the body. On the exhale, we'll go ahead and release the left palm to meet the right for our tabletop pose. I'm going to recommend you take that little round of a cat and cow just to reset the spine there. And then once you draw the spine back to center slowly, we're tucking the toes under, send the hips up and back into down dog. So I'm going to recommend here you take a little pedal of the heels here. Just noticing what you need to really wake up those hamstrings. Breathe into your body here with grace and care. And then once you feel nice and set, let's come into a nice neutral down dog. Really press the earth away. Send the hips really nice and high here. Keep a really nice long spine. So using your next breath in, let's go ahead and lift this right leg up and high. And we're stepping it through into Anjaneyasana. So as you step the right foot through, I'm going to recommend that you lower this left knee down, untuck the back toe, and can you lengthen those arms high here? So we're just going to take a moment here just to settle into the hip space, settling into our upper left quad. We are going to be here for a few cycles of breath, so stay steady, just sending a lot of love to our lower body here. And then just noticing what you feel. We're going to hold here for a count of 5. Breathing here for our count of 4. Slow and steady for 3. For 2. And then for 1. Let's go ahead and plant both palms down here. Tuck the back toe under, lift this left knee up. We're going to go ahead and step back to a plank pose here. And then from here, start to lower your body all the way down in one little piece. So untuck the back toe, release the arms alongside here so palms are facing down. And we'll go ahead and lift the legs up. Lift the arms, lift the head, and kind of into a little Superman posture. Let's inhale to lift up just a little bit higher. Take a breath in. Exhale, release your whole body back down. Press back through hands and knees. And then can you send the hips straight up and back into down dog? Let's go ahead and take a really deep collective breath in and clear it out the body. Using your next breath in, we're lengthening this left leg up and high. Step it through into your Anjaneyasana. So very carefully, release this right knee, untuck the back toe, and can you lengthen those arms high? So we're just going to take a little moment here just to send love into our lower body here. Really sending love into the upper right quad. Relax those shoulders, so no tension. Also relax the face, everything's okay. We're going to hold here for that count of 5. Breathing here for our count of 4. For 3. For 2. And then for 1. Can you release both palms down here? Tuck the back toe under. Step back to your plank pose. And then from here, again, starting to lower your whole body down in one piece. This time around, as you untuck the back toe, clasp your palms at the base of your spine. Inhale to lift up. So draw those knuckles back. Lift the legs up too. Lift the head. We're going to hold for the belly breath in, maybe to lift up a little bit higher. Exhale to release your whole body back down. Press back through your hands and knees. And we're sending the hips straight back up into down dog here. So let's go ahead and take a really deep collective breath in and clearing it out the mouth. Beautiful. So let's go ahead and start to shoot this right foot forward here into low lunge. And we're going to make our way into a low lunge twist. Let's keep this left palm rooted and we're lengthening this right arm high. So breathing a lot of love into this twist here. Noticing here as you're pressing the earth away, continuing to lift the heart space up. And then use your next exhale to weave this right arm through the left into a wide leg fold. So just release the crown of the head down here. And we're going to breathe and hold in this fold for a few cycles of breath. So you have a few options here. You can grab onto your ankles and just release the crown of the head down. You can also bring the palms to clasp at the base of your spine to get a bit more of a shoulder stretch as you reach the knuckles towards the front of your space. Or just keeping the palms on the earth here. I'm going to take this little knuckle stretch here because I really want to get into the shoulders here. So we're going to hold here as well for a count of 5. Breathing here for 4. For 3. For 2. And then for 1. Release the clasp if you have it gently. Bring both palms onto the earth here. Inhale to your half lift. Take a little peek to the top of the mat. We're going to crawl ourselves forward into low lunge and then step forward into a forward fold. Inhaling half lift, create a nice flat back. Exhale to release for your forward fold. From here, we'll go ahead and root to rise up. So palms will press overhead. Take your baby back bend and wash it away. And on the exhale, let's go ahead and just release everything back down into a forward fold. Inhaling half lift. Exhaling to plant the palms down. Step back to your plank pose. Let's go ahead and lower the body all the way down to the earth here. From here, untuck the toes, and then you choose either to keep the arms alongside you or clasp those palms at the base of the spine. Inhaling to lift up into your back bend. Let's go ahead and hold here for the breath in. Lift the body up a little bit higher if you can. Exhale to release the whole body back down gently. Press back through your hands and knees, and then we'll send the hips straight back up into down dog. Now let's go ahead and take a really deep collective breath in and clear it out the body. Beautiful, y'all. Let's go ahead and lengthen this left leg up and high. And we're stepping it through into that low lunge twist. So keeping this right palm really nice and rooted, let's lengthen this left arm high. Now noticing here, you want to continue to track that left knee to center. Make sure the left knee is not swaying out. And maybe use the power of the breath in to lift the heart up a little bit higher here. Let's go ahead and hold for just one more cycle. On the exhale, we're weaving this left arm to the right to release into our wide leg fold. So noticing here as you're drawing the toes in, the heels slightly out. Option to keep the palms just in line with the feet here. Maybe you grab onto those ankles, or I'm going to take a shoulder stretch. So we're going to go ahead and bring the palms to clasp at the base of the spine and then draw the knuckles towards the top of your space here. Now we're holding here, y'all, for a count of 5. Maybe close the eyes down here for 4. For 3. For 2. And then for 1. Release this clasp if you have it. Inhale to your half lift, nice flat back. Take a little peek to the top. We'll crawl ourselves forward into low lunge here. Then we'll go ahead and step this right foot to meet the left into our forward fold. Inhaling half lift. Exhale to release for forward fold. Inhaling to root to rise up. Palms will press. Take your baby back bend here. This time, hands to heart center. Release the arms by your side for your Tadasana pose. So I'm going to face this way so you can see where we're going next. Let's go ahead and raise the arms up and overhead. Let's clasp onto this right wrist. Let's take a little side body stretch over to our left. So as you're pressing out the soles of the feet here, continuing to lift the heart space up and breathe a lot of love to that right side body. Doesn't matter how deep you bend here. Just breathe. One more cycle here. And then use your next breath in to draw yourself back to center. Clasp onto this left wrist and our little side body stretch over to our right. So again, just really pressing down the soles of the feet there. Continuing to lift the heart space up. Maybe the eyes will stay closed. One more cycle of breath here. And then can you use your next inhale to draw your body back to center here? I'm going to go ahead and face back to the top. We're going to go ahead and take just a baby back bend, rinse that away. Exhale, we're letting this go into forward fold. Inhaling half lift. Exhaling to plant the palms down. We're stepping back to a plank pose. This time, lower the knees down, hips onto the heels, into your hero's posture. Beautiful, y'all. So we're going to start to wind things down here now. Let's go ahead and shift over to whichever side is your favorite. Let's come into this little cross-leg position here. And then we'll use our next breath in to lift the arms around up and overhead. Maybe draw the gaze up as well. Exhaling to release this left palm down. Let's take a little seated side body stretch over to our left here. Now we're going to go ahead and pause this a few more times on our breath. So let's go ahead and lift up. Palms will press overhead. Right palm down and a little side body stretch over to our right. Let's take that a few more times here, moving with your own breath at your own pace. Again, just move with the flow of your own body. If you want to move a little bit quicker, you can. A little bit slower, you can. And if you also want to hold into a space a little bit longer, listen to the self. You know yourself better than I do, so listen to your body. Let's take about 6 more cycles of breath here. About 4 more cycles. Two more cycles here. And then once you draw your body back to center, our seated forward fold. So let's go ahead and plant both palms down and release the head down towards the earth here. You just want to go ahead and lengthen the arms forward here. Let the head go so you have no tension. Just breathe here for a count of 4, for 3, for 2, and then for 1. Can you engage the core? Reach both arms back up to the sky here. Let's switch the crossing of the legs here. So maybe opposite leg forward. And let's go ahead and make our way back into that seated forward fold here. Again, once the palms and the head release down towards the earth here, we're going to breathe here for a count of 4. Breathing here for 3, for 2, and then for 1. Can you engage that core? Draw both arms back up to the sky here. Plant both palms alongside your body. And let's go ahead and lengthen the legs forward here. Nice. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and start to make our way onto our back here. Arms alongside you, very slow and steady. Start to release the body all the way down in one little piece. As soon as the back meets the earth, draw those knees into the chest. Give yourself the tightest little squeeze. And then I'm going to recommend you keep this right knee in. Allow your left leg to fall out. Let's take a brief spinal twist. Let's cross this right knee over the body to our left side. Maybe you keep your left palm on the right knee here. Expand this right arm open, or expand both arms open if you have the space. Let's take just 2 more cycles of breath here. Really breathe into the back body. 1 more cycle. And then use your next breath in to draw both knees back to center. And we'll go ahead and just switch sides. So keeping this left knee and allow the right leg to fall out. Gently and carefully, we'll cross this left knee over the body to the right side. And again, option to keep this right palm on your left knee. Expand the left arm open. Or if you have the space, just expand both arms. Once that you feel really nice and settled into your back body, really nothing else to do here but just to breathe into your twists. Breathe into your back body and spine. Just 1 more cycle of breath here. And then using your next inhale, let's go ahead and draw both knees back to center here. Give yourself an even tighter squeeze, maybe enough to start to draw the forehead up towards the knees. Curl yourself in into this nice little ball, this really nice little bead. And then we'll go ahead and relax into our final rest. So allow your legs to fall out heavy here. Starting to bring the palms to face up. Close the eyes down. Nothing else to do here, y'all, but just to allow the body to receive all of the benefits of your practice. And just take just this minute, just 1 minute, to yourself and your final rest. And then very gently from here, let's go ahead and start to draw some subtle awareness back into your body by moving the fingertips and the toes. Take a really deep belly breath in here and a breath out the mouth. Very slow and steady in this space. Pick your favorite side. We're going to move into a fetal position over to whichever side is your favorite here. Take a cycle of breath here to yourself. Give yourself a really nice big hug because you deserve it. And then can you use your next breath in to draw yourself up into your comfortable seat here. Now maybe the eyes will stay closed or the gaze soft, but hands to heart center here. Bring the palms here to your third eye, your eye of awareness. And just allow yourself this space and time just to give thanks to your body for showing up. Give thanks to your practice. And allow yourself to just receive a brand new and loving day to come. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining Yoga with Luisana. So fun to lead you through this practice. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and please share with your family and friends. They may need it too. Other than that, have an amazing rest of your day and take care of yourselves, y'all. Peace. Bye.